Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to take the stage in front of their loyal fans.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Memphis. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Nice move. Gobert with the block.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Edwards looking it over. Passes to Gobert. He can't hit that time. Adams, a nice D.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Out to Russell. The pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. The three-pointer off the mark. Adams outside. Pass to Brooks. Morant outside. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Jackson has the open look. Trains the three-pointer. Jackson's got 5.
Not only is Jaren a viable option from 3, he's a primary threat from there. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He's confident in their ability to win the battle at the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. And that one's good. Russell.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Now, here's Adams. Out to Morant. Changes up. And the layup is up and in.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Right side, Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Crosses over, and Edwards with the stop.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack with a slam. And that one's good, Morant.
Boy, if Morant's going to hit from there, I don't know how you guard him.
Anderson, a screen on Morant. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Anderson can't get it to go.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
To the left side wing. Now here's Morant for 3. Brooks finds Jackson. Back to Brooks. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell left side. Edwards passes to Russell. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Edwards. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Launches it. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Bain's got 5 now.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Russell, no good.
And I like the ball move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Grizzlies. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And I also like how they trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the 3.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Kick out to Adams. Pass to Bain. Back to Adams. Bain with it. Picked up by Edwards. Jackson passes to Brooks. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Shoots from 12. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Edwards kicks to Russell. So the wing on the left. Gobert in the corner. McDaniels, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Morant looking around. Brooks outside. 5 on the clock. Kicks to Jackson. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Anderson against Bain. Bain drawn the double team. Morant with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The lead now cut to single digits. Russell's got his second bucket of the game to go. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor?
Yes. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's McDaniels. He takes it in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Morant against Russell. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Now Russell. Anderson right side. Back to Russell. Out to Edwards. And Payne pulls it down.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Brooks outside. Back to Adams. And there's the pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morant kicks to Bane. Going inside. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson from long range. It dropped for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Here's Anderson. The layup off target. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Timberwolves, 14. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Stolen by Rivers. Driving to the basket. Down low. Reed misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Pass to Conchar. Got a piece of it. Moore with the steal. Rivers surveying the D. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jones, no one around him. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Conchar. Williams in the post. He's guarded by Rivers. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Jump ball is outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. There's Williams. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Hangs in the air. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. And the lead is down inside single digits. Reed's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Timberwolves. Memphis leading by 8. Jones looking for an opening. And there's a foul called on Naz Reed. That's his first foul. Stolen by Reed. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And McLaughlin gets it to go. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Jones in the post. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both free throws good from Reed. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Outside, Jones. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Aldama. That 3 off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's McLaughlin. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's good for 2. Reeves got 7 points in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Conchar. He's guarded by Rivers. Williams passes to Conchar. Just 5 to shoot. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Back to Moore. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Moore with the steal. It's Rivers on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Here's Conchar from downtown, sinks the triple. Conchar's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is the shot you want to get him, an open look from range.
McLaughlin, the pass to Moore. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. Williams looking around. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Reed, and it's McLaughlin into the point guard position. Just 3 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. That one wide left.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Sinks that one from the post.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Outside, Jones. To the wing right side. Left side, Williams. A shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Bain kicks to Adams. Williams dishes to Jackson. In the corner, it's Bain. Passes it to Morant. From deep. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Williams finds Adams. Outside, Bain. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Anderson. Here's McDaniels. And finished up by McDaniels.
Terrific steal to start the break. The eye-head coordination, the long arms. Anderson is tricky.
Grant. And he goes right over the edge of the Russell and snaps it down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Russell passes to McDaniels. The feed now to Gobert. And slammed dunk by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Inside, it's stolen by Edwards. Russell dishes to McDaniels. Williams with the block. They retain possession. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Grizzlies. They've held a 12-point lead early. And that one's good. Morant.
With the ball on the screen, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
And Anderson has it in the corner. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Williams kicks to Bain. On the corner, buries the jump shot. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
This team encourages Bain to be assertive on offense. They want him to continue looking to score.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Russell with it. Now defended by Bain. The kick out to Anderson. Back to McDaniel. And another shot. And Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Grizzlies.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for John Morant.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Russell. Tries again. Gobert can't hit. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Being no good. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
From deep three-point range, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Russell looking around, and here's Edwards from the arc. The shot, no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments for them. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
Sports. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famer. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant.
Here we go.
I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Pass to Covington from deep. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Bain. Back to Adams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament. You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
Out to Leonard. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks outside. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Jackson pass to Moran. Outside Bain. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. The free throw drops for Bain. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. Bain against Zubac. And stolen by Bain. Moran against Wall. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Pass to George. From deep. Here's Leonard. Soft touch off the glass.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
And it's Moran off the drive. And then Moran with the dunk.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. A unique talent. Ja Moran has taken the NBA by storm. Brad, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Adams, the pass to Jackson. Here's Moran. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Wall. Kicks it to George. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Outside Moran. Pass to Bain. Jacks up a 3. The shot won't fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Down low. Zubac passes to Covington. Out to Leonard. Fires the 3. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Adams. Jackson on the wing. And here's Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Morant. It's rebounded by George.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Pass to Wall. Out to Covington. 5 on the clock. Trying to get back on track. Basket's good.
Well, he does not let the duress of that shot clock dwindling down affect his poise. Paul George just so patient.
Here's Morant. Scores after the quick crossover. Morant's got 8.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And George launches it from deep. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8 points in the quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Jackson outside. Leonard against Brooks. Back to Payne. Second shot opportunity. Up top, Morant. 10 points for him. That one falls. 12 points for him.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Out to Leonard. Back to Wall. It's George on the wing. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 7 points.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Jackson can't get it to go. The Clippers trail. Covington inside, guarded by Payne. Leonard for three. That shot off the mark. And Memphis taking it the other way now.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
And here's Morant outside. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. This one for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
George hits them both. And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Shot from the wing. Payne, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to George. Back to Leonard. The three. Gets the three ball to go. Leonard's got 5 points.
Boy, to think back in college, the three-point shot was a real struggle for Kawhi Leonard. Now it's become a strength.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Takes it inside. Morant with the slam!
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Wall. Pass to Zubac. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bain. George with the block.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays, and that sending back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks.
Covington against Bain. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Outside Wall. Out to Leonard. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Bain. Takes a three. Adams controls the rebound and the putback. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Boy, the strength.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Jones against Jackson. Jones, the pass to Green. Fires the three. Buries it from three. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Grant's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Morris for three. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis leading. Williams on the wing. Outside Jones. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Crosses over. Got it. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Kennard outside. Back to Jackson. Pass to Batum. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
The Grizzlies shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Conchar. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Morris. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Kicks it out to Clark. Shot clock at 5. And he's going to the line for 2. The officials saw contact while he was going up.
It's great whenever Danny Green is forcing the issue. He puts the defender in a tough spot there.
Good on the second one. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Clark finds Jones with the drive. Here's Conchar. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Green for 3. And no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Powell. Pass to Morris. Banked it in off the glass.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. And that time sets up his teammate.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Powell against Green. The Clippers grab the miss. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Kennard outside. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Now just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Jones with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Jones, the pass to Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He hits the second from the line. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Jackson, pass to Powell. Kennard on the wing. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the drive. Fires for 3. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies shooting a nice 50% for the game. Outside for Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Jackson for 3. Nails it from 3. Jackson's got 5 now.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Memphis calls timeout. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Morris. Leonard comes in for Powell. George, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Wall in for Jackson. Moran against Wall. Kicks it out to Jackson. No good with the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the basket by Leonard.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Moran. 12 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Grizzlies out in front. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Memphis leading. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
The quick feed of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
There's Jackson with the 3, and the 3-pointer goes.
Oh, massive three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he wants to step up for his team in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Here's Moran. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. George outside to take the lead. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Here's Moran driving in. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
George with it. Checked by Brooks. Moran against Jackson. Out to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. Takes the 3. Just 4 to shoot. A little mid-range shot is up. Jackson can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. And Jackson, here we go. And he gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told his team, quote, "We can do this. This is why we put in the work. This is the moment the work pays off." He's coaching them up for a victory.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Morant, the pass to Bain. Hangs. And Morant with the lay-in. And now a 7-point Memphis lead.
And they're putting together another quality possession, but taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Moran against Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Bain. To the inside. Outside for Moran. The 3. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Stolen by Bain. The free throw drops for Bain. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. Brooks outside. Outside for Moran. Driving inside. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Moran's got 10 points in just the second half.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Now here's Zubac. Good work defensively by Brooks. Jackson, left side. Pass to Moran. And here's Brooks. Now here's Moran. 5 to shoot. Right side Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Hits the 3-pointer. And now it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Grizzlies.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's Leonard. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And here's Memphis. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bane. Back to Brooks. Pass to Jackson.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you would love to see them finish this game the right way.
And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. George against Bane. And here's Morant. Back to Bane. And so the Grizzlies take the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
Culture, and
I hope they are, and I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Albert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the guard position.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Wall dishes to George. Back to Wall. George against Edwards. And George kicks to Covington. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's Leonard after D'Angelo Russell's miss. George against Russell. Back to Leonard. Fires from deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cavs. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Passes it to McDaniels. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Towns wide open. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the three ball.
George passes to Wall. Outside for George. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Out to the wing. Edwards passes to Towns. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The pass to George. Back to Wall. He dishes it to George. And George with the stuff.
You get open and Wall will find you. He's got one of the best assist averages in NBA history. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice score. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Here's Wall following the bucket by the Timberwolves. On the wing, George. It out to Leonard, just 4 to shoot. And it's George finishing it off.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Wall passes to George, and it's George finishing it off.
Boy, George rising up with great confidence and strength. Threw it down with authority.
McDaniels dishes to Towns. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Towns has got 6 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that one is good from Zubac.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Ball against Russell. To the inside. Towns with the bucket. And it's 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. It's tipped. Wall with the steal. Zubac, that's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know, you look at Russell, and the green light is always on from there for him. And he shoots it with confidence.
Leonard on the wing. Back to George. With the drive. Zubac. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And doing a nice job using the bounce to force the issue while earning that trip to the line.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
The offensive rebound. And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles, trailing by 2. Leonard against Gobert. Now here's Covington. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 5, and they take the lead. George has got 9.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player. He knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
McDaniels kicks to Russell. Pass to Towns. Takes a three. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Wall passes to George. Back to Wall. Outside for George. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. George against Edwards. Oh!
My goodness. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Covington kicks to George. Nobody near Leonard. And the 3 off target. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Covington finds George. With some arc. Can't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort. Russell passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
All with it. Now guarded by Towns. Covington's shot is off. Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Towns. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
And Wall kicks to George. Left side, Leonard. Right side, Covington. Sinks the three-pointer. Covington's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous.
Russell finds Gobert. Out to Russell for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Russell dishes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Here's Wall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, there's no denying it. When Wall is healthy, he is still a major threat in this league. I mean, he's lightning quick as a point guard, and he has tremendous defensive instincts.
Leonard kicks to Covington. Pass to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Zubac. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Russell passes to McDaniels. The 3. No good that time. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. Now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. 26. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So with George on the bench, here's who SuperLu's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum is out there with Morris, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Prince misses. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You know, that's where the high release point of Batum worked to his advantage, allowed him to get that shot off.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Clark, with the dramatic rise in 3-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a 4-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Clippers leading by 3. Kennard on the wing. 3-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Reed from down in the low post. It goes.
Boy, he could have taken it himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Powell against Prince. Outside for Batum. 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 4. McLaughlin, the pass to Rivers. And he drives in, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
It's Powell on the wing. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Nicholas Batum.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he makes both free throws. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Passes it to Morris. Back to Powell. Kennard on the wing. He's guarded by Rivers. Now the pass to Powell. Kennard against Rivers. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. To the paint. Here's Prince. Back to Rivers. Here he goes. Anderson wide open. It's good. This game is all even.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep, that he has to close out a little stronger on him.
Reed with the block. Anderson against Morris. Anderson passes to Reed for the lead. Anderson outside. Kicks it out to Prince. It's Rivers on the wing. Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Kennard. Count that one. Kennard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. He kicks it to Rivers. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Anderson can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's McLaughlin. It's Rivers on the wing. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. Stolen by Rivers. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead by... In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail. Russell with it. Pass to Gobert. Towns with it. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And good that time. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Russell finds McDaniel. Gobert with it. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns for 3. No good on the shot. Clippers leading by 3. Batum attacking. Back to Zubac. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up.
First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Russell. Over in the corner, Edwards. Now, here's McDaniel. He's covered by Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. From deep. Drills the three-pointer.
They've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Blocking foul on first personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Russell kicks to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Good. Nice job down low. McDaniels got his first points of the game.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Here's Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds too tonight. Here's Edwards. Edwards with the stop.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Passes to Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Got that one up quick. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
And George gets it to go. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Man, no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And George with this stuff.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Up top, Russell, covered by Wall. Gobert dishes to Russell. And here's Towns. And it's good, 2 points.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
With the step back. Leonard the pass to Batum. Russell against Wall. The pass to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. And George kicks to Leonard. A 3-ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, Towns. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Towns for 3. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Laces one from 3.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
And George, here we go. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Greg. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, David. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Morant. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell dishes to Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Bain. Back to Morant. Brooks with no one around. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Russell kicks to Towns. Over Jackson. At the wide, Minnesota. Right side, Russell. 5 to shoot. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Another shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Payne finds Adams. Morant against Russell. Adams the pass to Jackson. Brooks for 3. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Morant, that's for 2. Money from the wing.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Really left alone that time. Morant's got 7.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
It's Edwards on the wing. Adams, some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Payne passes to Brooks. Morant reaches to Brooks. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
2 minutes.
Edwards kicks to Russell.
2 minutes.
And there's the drive. And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Right, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Jackson kicks to Bane. Brooks outside. Out to Morant. Over Russell. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got 9.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Jackson trying to break free. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
2 free throws coming up, and they call this. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Timberwolves. Ball has been taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He misses the free throw. And he can't hit the second.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Now, here's Bain. Such a wide open look. Bain's got a couple of threes now in the first for Memphis.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
It's Brooks on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies looking at a 13-point lead heading into the... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns wide open. Traps in the tray. Towns has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant outside. Pass to Bain. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 8. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
A real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
And he's good on the second. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smith. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Now here's Brooks. Morant with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Russell passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Gobert down low. Adams on him. Gobert can't hit.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Payne for 3. And rebounded by McDaniel. Timberwolves trail by 15. Edwards finds McDaniel. Off target from outside. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bain passes to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Brooks, left side. Outside, Bain. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And stolen by Russell. Morant against Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Brooks covering. Russell with a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis leading by 15. Outside for Jackson. This one for three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Now, here is Russell. No points in the game yet for him. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Jackson. They get a hand on it. Outside, Russell. To the inside. They need this one. And Towns throws it down.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Jackson finds Adams. Here's Edwards over Bain. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
And this is Edwards' game, man. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bain passes to Adams. The tray. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside, Russell. Gobert down low. Guarded by Morant. And he commits the intentional foul. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first.
What an outstanding defender. Gobert's combination, in my opinion, of size and length is tough to match up against.
Russell against Morant. From deep. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. One second left. That shot off. And so is Memphis.
25. And he's ready for the Jabberwockies.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Jones looking for an opening. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's McLaughlin. From deep, Prince. And Anderson kicks to Prince. Grizzlies with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. And Williams, here we go, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that one.
And there it is for him.
A tremendous catch and shoot player. Green showing he can create space off the dribble as well.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Jones, the pass to Concho. Back to Jones. Pass to Concho. They kick it out to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Jones. Shot from the wing. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It's a shot you would think he would make. He just doesn't make it all the time.
Anderson finds Prince.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Outside, Jones. There's the pass to Concho. The kick out to Williams. The rebound by Anderson. For Minnesota, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rivers in the corner. Reed with it. He's against Clark. Second chance effort, Anderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Kyle Anderson taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Concho. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Prince outside, from outside the arc. Reed with it. He's against Clark. Good work there as it goes.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Outside, Jones. Outside, Green. Pass to Concho. Green breaking loose. Concho, good. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Clark, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And the second free throw, good. 1:04 left in the third. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rivers in the corner. Green taking his time here. He kicks to Williams. Back to Green. Here's Concho. And another miss by Memphis.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Outside, Green. Over Prince. The wing jumper off target.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And stolen by Williams. Passes it to Concho. To the right side. Clark, the pass to Concho. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Conchar's got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And so it's Memphis. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Rivers. Kyle Anderson is out there with Nas Reed. Then it's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition. And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Memphis moving that ball around. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. McDaniels kicks to Russell. Towns against Clark. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Pass to Concha. Outside, Jones. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Gobert, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Right wing. Conchar, the pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Now Green, 6 to shoot. Outside, Jones. No good from outside. Timberwolves have gone 104 since the end of the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Over in the corner, Green, beyond the arc. The shot will not fall. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Out left of the wing, shoots the 3. They get it back. Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Jones against Russell. Williams with a clean look. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 16. Edwards drawing the double team. Towns for 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Now here's Green. Jones, the pass to Concha. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conchar's got 9 points here in the second half.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer. Oh, here he comes. That was amazing, man. Look at the elevation.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
On the wing, Green. Clark right side. Jones for 3. That shot no good. Nice deal from Russell. Kicks to McDaniels. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Green, the pass to Concha. Down low. Here's Jones. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Towns for 3. Conchar pulls it in. From deep three-point range, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. outside Towns. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve.
That don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at point guard.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Out to Covington. Wide open look. The shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. To the paint. Here's Brooks. Outside for Morant. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Bain. Leonard pulls down the board. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep breath.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters
on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
The free throw drops for Morant. Now Wall. Pass to Covington. Here's George. And George with the jam.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Morant against Wall. Morant, the pass to Jackson. It's tipped. Outside Morant. Right side Covington. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Morant. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Wall. Back to Leonard. And here's Zubac. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Morant against Wall. Left side Morant. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. Clippers on D. It's a 3-point game. Outside Bain. And stolen by Covington. Wall with it. Guarded by Morant. George outside. Leonard on the wing. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Zubac. Over Adams. Zubac's shot is off. Here's Morant on the take. And then Morant with the jam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
With the step back. Bain against Wall. Now here's Covington. Back to Wall. Out to Covington. Inside. Here's Zubac. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That free throw no good.
At the line for your Clippers, Zubac.
And he's good on the second. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. He's got 5. And Wall pulls it down. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. From deep, Bain. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Wall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Zubac's shot is off.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic. You have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Adams, the pass to Morant. Jackson on the wing. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. Second chance effort. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard finds Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
They can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Here's Morant. He's got 5. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Zubac. Leonard way outside. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top, up 9. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Out to Leonard. Stolen by Bane. Deflects the pass. Here's Jackson. Pass to Adams. And that one is stuffed right through.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Covington. The shot no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover from it.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
Leonard for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Here's Jackson. Blocked!
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
Yeah, BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys. He understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Once again for your fans, let's give a big hello welcome to the Clippers.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. Would you like to change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Outside Wall.
I got yours. I got yours.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Connects from downtown.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Now Covington. Back to Wall. Pass to Leonard. Here's George. Now Zubac. Oh, Adams with the block. Brooks outside. And he banks in the layup. Brooks has got his first points of the game. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. The Clippers have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Outside Covington. It's George on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And the jam by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Moran against Wall. Pass to Brooks. Back to Moran. And Moran gets double teamed. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On Robert Covington. And the first one at the line is good.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Brooks against Leonard. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. Now George. And George with the jam.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
1:16 left in the first half of this one. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berrys, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Inside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep, Bane. Pure from 3-point range. Bane's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, so. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant finds Jackson. Here's Brooks. Back to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant with it, guarded by Covington. Looking to get back on track. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. The free throw drops for Morant. 7 seconds left in the first half. Leonard's got room. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a lot of good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. Brandon Clark out there with Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the 4. Memphis trailing here. Green finds Jones. Williams with it. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Jackson, the pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. And Clark with a block. Here's Conchar, defended by Kennard. Here's Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Jackson. Here's Kennard. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Kennard's got his first points in this one.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Jones in the post, defended by Jackson. Lets it fly. Jones misses.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Jackson can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Left side, Green. Back to Jones. Here's Conchar. Blocked!
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Kennard outside. Jackson outside. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Jones from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11. Jackson with it. And Clark picks him up defensively. Up top, Batum. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And Jackson, here we go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just dicing through the lane there with Reggie Jackson.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Conchar. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Ooh, nice D from Kennard. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Powell passes to Morris. Now Jackson. Pass to Batum. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant with it. Guarded by Batum. And here's Brooks. 3-pointer. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Jackson's got 5 points.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Batum finds Jackson. It's Powell on the wing. And Powell with the stuff.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Morant, the pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Bain. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Kennard. It's Powell on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From the left block. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bain. He's got 10.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Wall, the pass to Covington. Off target with the 3. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Jackson can't get it to go. Leonard outside. Just 3 on the clock. That one doesn't drop. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Grizzlies up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Paul George out there with John Wall. And it's Zubats in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pumping.
Paul George.
That's good from George. That one's no good.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Tipped. Brooks outside. Adams, the pass to Moran. Into the lane.
Oh, wow. Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
A few possessions into the 4th. Just over a minute played. Zubats finds Leonard. Over Brooks. Right side wall. Shoots over Moran. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. Kicks it to George. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Memphis shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Here's Bain. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. And now it's a 6-point Memphis lead.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He loves what he's seeing from their perimeter offense. He told the team, quote, keep shooting. It's working for us. Let's bring this home. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Leonard. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
That's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
And so he makes both from the line. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
To the wing, right side. Back to Wall. Pass to George. Now here's Zubats. Can't cash it in from close range. Brooks, right side. Now Bain. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard passes to George. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
George outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter. Moran against Wall. Moran, pass to Bain. away. Leonard outside. Over to the left wing. Offline with a three.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
The Clippers trail. Here's George. Drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Right side Moran. Shoots over Wall. That one's wide left.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your perspective.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns and it's paid off all game.
But they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Moran against Wall. Moran, pass to Brooks. Money!
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. He connects!
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through, and he takes on the contact.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Moran. No good! Adams. There's Jackson with the three. Can't knock in the three.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 1. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
So the big win by Memphis in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was up.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry.
Let's meet the visiting team.
And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Wall. George outside. There's the three. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Pass to Towns. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard outside. It's Covington on the wing. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off.
Count the basket.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Pass to Leonard. George outside. And here's Zubac, defended by Gobert. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
That one is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Leonard. Over to the wing. Here's George. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Not a lot of wings are willing to score inside like Paul George. I mean, part of why he's elite in his position.
Russell against Wall. Now Edwards. From deep three-point range. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range. There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. 4-3. Second chance shot. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
The Clippers in the lead.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Covington finds George. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Zubac.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Pass to Towns. Launches it. That shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. George against Edwards. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's McDaniels. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Wall against Russell. Wall on the attack. That one goes in.
Vintage John Wall right there, folks. The athleticism, body control, speed, the next level.
That's his first personal foul.
That one misses for Wall. Outside Russell. To halt the run. Here's Gobert. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Clippers on top. They lead by 13.
And your Clippers Houston team. Coming onto the court.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court for Minnesota, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. Russell against Wall. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team.
George with it. Give him 8 points now.
Really a complete defender. I mean, Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Russell against Leonard. Pass to Towns. And it's Wall with the block. And he recovers it. Basket counts. Towns has got 10 points. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Out to Leonard. And here's George.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Out to Leonard from behind the arc. Offensive rebound, stolen by Russell. Towns into the lane, and it's powered home by Towns.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
George passes to Covington. Out to Leonard. He takes it in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 9. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But Grant is willing to do the work.
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team.
Minnesota on D. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Back to Wall. George passes to Wall. George with it. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Covington. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Back to Towns. And stolen by Covington. And they're running. And the jam by Covington.
Boy, Covington has blinding speed, and he makes good use of it in the fast break opportunity.
Here's Russell. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Russell. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Ball finds George. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Paul George at the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And the shot's good.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Outside wall to the paint. Now Russell drives to the hoop. It's McDaniels on the wing. The three is up. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Out to Leonard from the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Towns. Goes back up. Oh, Covington with a block.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not happy.
Leonard passes to Covington. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Covington. George for 3. On target from range. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Clippers on top. They're up by 11. And will step away.
The Timberwolves, 16.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Marcus Morris out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. The kick out to Edwards. Towns passes to Gobert. Towns down low. He's working on Morris. Outside Edwards. Goes up again. McDaniels passes to Towns. Sinks the tray. Towns has got 15. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Jackson, pass to Batum. Now here's Morris. Pass to Kennard. The kick out to Morris. Batum with it, defended by Gobert. Batum, pass to Morris. Misses from close range. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Now McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Nice move. That shot off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Jackson outside. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
Powell finds Morris. Back to Powell. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Out to the right wing. Here's Anderson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It'll go on Luke Kennard.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul. He got it good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both shots good from the strike.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Jackson down low. Here's Batum. Minnesota with a rebound.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Pass to McLaughlin. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Jackson, pass to Batum. Back to Jackson. Out to Powell. Kennard, right side. Anderson with it, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Kennard. Powell in the post. Anderson's there. And counted. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
That's simply an outstanding play. Working the size mismatch right at the rim.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. On the wing, Rivers. Right wing. Back to Prince. 5 to shoot. Here's Rivers. Defended by Kennard. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. 1 minute left to play in the third quarter here. Jackson, the pass to Powell. Kennard with it. From downtown, Anderson pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to McLaughlin. For 3. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers shooting it well at 59%. Jackson finds Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And here's Kennard. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers on top, up by 12. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous.
Here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards, just 5 to shoot. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Russell against Wall. And George launches it from deep. Here's Zubac. And he battles for the ball against the second chance bucket. And the Clippers lead by 14.
That'll drive your
coach crazy, failing to box out. Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. The crossover, and Covington with the nice bucket inside. Covington's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Robert Covington.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Ball against Russell. Ball, the pass to Covington. And the layup is good off the glass.
Covington really pouring it on now. A classic wing who can knock it down from anywhere.
Outside Edwards. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's George. And the jam by George.
You know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing. Watch out below.
Big finish.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end. And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Releases. Off the left rim and out.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
And George launches it from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Back to Daniels. Towns against Covington. Towns down low. Good D by Covington. Here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-5 run. Launches it. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Clippers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
Leonard for 3. That shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside McDaniels. Towns for 3. Not going to go that time. Edwards against George. Pass to Zubac. Pulls it from the corner. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Oh, deflected. Oh, George with a steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see. Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Now here's George. And he cans that one. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
We look forward to seeing
Thanks,
you
Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.